Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelbyville Golden Eagles football show. We're glad you guys could join us today. I'm Jim Fuller. I'll be your co-host, along with the head coach, Jason Hardy. Coach Hardy, last night didn't exactly turn out the way you'd like it to.
No, it was a tough night. Played a number one team in the state, Independence, and they're number one for a reason. Got their quarterback healthy last night and showed why that they're a dangerous team. Put on top of that, some things that we've got to get corrected. It ended up not going our way, but to focus on some positive stuff, and there was several positives. We held them 2 for 10 on third down conversions defensively, 20%, which was a really good thing against a good offense. If you'd have told me going into the week that we'd have held them to 20% third down conversions, I'd have felt really good, but the fourth down conversions kind of got us. Had over 300 yards of offense. But we got to finish some of those drives, and we had some players step up for us, and I thought we had some really good plays, and by players that hadn't normally got on the field. But in the end, too many mistakes. Had I think 11 penalties last night, was something we got to get cleaned up, and had a couple turnovers. So those things right there you can't win, especially when you're playing teams as good as Independence.
You mentioned they got their quarterback back who had been injured, I think, and did that really change the dynamics of the game about what you could look for when they were on offense?
Well, it did, because he hadn't played in 3 or 4 weeks, and we thought he might be back, but we didn't know. So we had two different game plans, which always takes away when you're having to do two things. You don't get to concentrate on one. And probably the biggest thing was they went for it 4 times in the first half on fourth down, 1 time on 4th and 12, which they probably don't do with a backup quarterback. And to his credit, he's been off, but he's really good, and they got a lot of good players around him. But him being on the field, they're a better team with him at quarterback, and he proved last night why he's one of the best quarterbacks in the Mid-State. One
of those quarterbacks, I think, would be more prone to run, and one would be more of a pure passer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the guy's been playing is more of a runner. He's actually a starting wide receiver. They just moved him, very good athlete, and he did a great job for him. Obviously, kept him undefeated, but he's a runner more, and we could dictate a little bit that with our defense. Passing wise, they're a better team with Bunch, the returning starter, and he hit some big passes down the field on us, and those are one of the things that you can't really control, because we didn't know who's going to be the starting quarterback coming into the week. I thought defensively we had a good game plan for both, but all in all, you take about 4 or 5 plays, especially in the first half. We play pretty good defense, but you take 4 plays away, and we play really great defense. So that's the way it comes down to in good games.
You really were in the game big time there through most of the first half, trailing I think 14-8 at one point, and recovered a fumble, and had a chance to actually go ahead there, but then things kind of didn't work out like you'd like.
Right, and that was probably the critical part of the game. We get down 14-0, do a good job of coming back and scoring a touchdown, getting a 2-point conversion and 14-8. Got a lot of things going our way. The crowd's into it. Block a punt, get the ball on the 20-yard line, and then our offense don't finish the drive. You cannot beat good teams if your offense don't finish the drives after a turnover. Credit to their defense. They're pretty good, but you get those chances right there in a game. We go up 15-14. Crowd's in it, and I think from there it kind of snowballed a little bit. So playing good teams, you get chances early, you got to take advantage of them.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment with the first quarter of last night's game.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered.
I like the service here and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, kicking off in the first half here, and Shelbyville, of course, playing at home.
Yeah, and we try to pooch kicking. You should be about to the 30-yard line, and we don't do a very good job. First play here, we got to recognize that by alignment, get a little slant on us, and fumble the ball, and they recover it. So ball bounces right for good teams. And they come out and just 2 plays just really blowing the doors open, but our defense kind of bow their back up a little bit here and makes them earn it. First down play, good stop there, Trevin Bailey. O.J. Davis on the tackle. Forcing him out, got good coverage right here and force him to make a really, really tough throw, and that's good defense. Third down, we missed the third down play. This is actually a 4th down play. So somehow missed the 3rd down play, but that right there was on 4th down and 10. That's one of the first times on 4th down that they get it in the first half. I mentioned earlier I think we're 4 for 4 on 4th down. So had a shot to keep them scoreless right there after 2 big plays to start. They let to kick it deep, and this is Avery Brown, a sophomore, and we've talked all year about his speed, and you can see right here, even when you're playing the number 1 team in the state, he's got some great speed. And we get 1 block right there, 1 block away from a touchdown. And
that
nice
kid does
job.
have great speed, doesn't he?
Great job. And then here offensively, things we got to get fixed coming out, and got the look we want. Kind of float this ball a little bit, and lose yards, and on top of that, we get a penalty. So. Horrible start. Second down play, should have just threw it out here to the right we just wanted to get some of the yards back and hold on to it. So after a great return, we're coming here offensively, not doing a very good job. 3rd down and 30, there's not a lot of play calls for that. And try to get some yards back, and really disappointed on our offense right there that we get a great field position from a kickoff return, and we have 2 negative plays and a penalty out of 3. So not very good by our offense.
Do you have a play in the playbook for 3rd and 30?
There is no third and 30 play.
Okay.
Maybe just chuck one up and hope somebody makes a play. Here's a common theme, and this is something we worked on all week, was the little shift of the offensive line. And there's Michael Eddie's making a play, and little Alex Bro in there, 34, is about 150 pounds, playing defensive line, making a play. Too easy to throw and catch right there. Good job right there by Jamal Harden being out there on a little quick screen pass. Brings up second and long. Little screen. Once again, Michael Edding showing his speed, and O.J. Davis there, and there's our little defensive end, Alex Bro, around the football. Third down, and here's where you know you don't have a lot. They have a lot of confidence. It's 4th down and 2 from their own 34-yard line, and they elect to go for it, and they get it. And once again, first 2 drives they go for it on 4th down, and you get 2 stops there. It's a different ball game here early. A little shift, we run upfield, not disciplined, and it's just too easy for them when we're running upfield. You can see 2 plays in a row defensive line-wise. We're just kind of coming up, taking ourselves out of the play and not protecting our linebackers. Our linebackers, it's hard to ask a linebacker to make a play when they're getting blocked that easy. And just not very, very good job of executing up front. Wish we could pause this. The guy lands out of bounds about 2 yards.
That was pretty obvious, too.
Yeah, we paused it last night, and he's nowhere near in the end zone. But it's more about the 3 or 4 plays before that was the problem. So it's looking like a rough start here, and they kick it again to Avery. They do a better job coming through, and he's hurt right here, and we're hoping to get him back, but that's a devastating blow to our team. First down play here. Got kind of a loaf there on a couple of guys' backside. Come down second down, give it to Michael Eddings on a little stretch play, and he does a great job of just getting 3 or 4 extra yards on his own and getting us to first down. Quick screen out here to Darius Young, and good blocking by O.J. and Luke Davidson, and Darius had a great game for us. A big bright spot for the night.
You got to be tickled to see that wide receiver there, Davis, making a nice block there.
Oh, yeah, and that's the good thing about O.J. He's our leading receiver and one of our best players on the team, and he's unselfish. And that's what you like, and you see guys like that who don't just go hard when the ball's in their hands. They're going hard all the time. Little trap play right here, and great cut by Michael Eddings, and just having a lot of success running the ball here. This drive This looks like Shelbyville Golden Eagle football on this drive, and we just got to get back to having more drives like this. Pitch, and you gotta put it on him right there. But we get a gain of 1. It's not a negative play. Come back here. It's a great job by Mason right here. A little bit of mistiming on the mesh point, and Mason just does a good job of running and getting about 10 or 12 yards. Excellent play by Mason Cunningham. Stretch play again. This is Jamal Harden coming in there, giving Michael a spell. Again, just really having success running the ball. We call number 7's number on a quarterback draw and get in and come back and catch them off guard a little bit. They're kind of napping, and we go for 2. And at this point in time, it's a lot of momentum on our side.
You got to be feeling pretty good about this. Then that was a great drive there.
Yeah, it starts at the 20. That's an 80-yard drive and doing what we want to do. And here we come back and give up bad field position. They did get a hold on it, so quick screen out here, and we got to do a better job at cornerback right there. We can't let him get outside of us. Another quick screen. Not a very good job right there by our strong safety coming up, making missing the tackle. Do get a block in the back though, and things are going our way. And you know, here's where you need a little luck on the side. That's a Purdue commitment right there. He don't drop many.
He's pretty open, wasn't he?
Yeah, and good play right here. We got a guy there making a tough catch. And bringing up 3rd and long for them. Like I said, there's not those. No matter what team you're playing for, there's not a lot of 3rd and 20s and 3rd and 30 plays. So hold them to a punt attempt and do a good job right here. Corvin Giles comes through, blocks the punt, and Darius Young's right there to scoop it up. And you know, like I said, 14-8. We got the ball on the 20. We're in business. First down play, you got to pull that right there. That's an option play, and you know, Mason should have kept it. And we go into the second quarter, down 14-8. Another little option play. You know, we've not been crisp the last 2 weeks on our reads on the option, and that's a big part of our offense. Miss a 3rd down play, and here's the 4th down play to OJ. We got him open and miss him, and you know, wind's in her face a little bit right there. So it's a huge stop for their defense. And you know, good teams bow up when they need to bow up. Defensively here, we going back to something that's frustrating, and that's the 2nd time on this film we've done it, and you're going to see it happen a few more times. But something you work on all week, and it's very disappointing when you work on it all week and still get penalties on Friday night. Good job running the screen down there. And again, our underneath guys are close, but they're not making plays. And that just kind of shows you the quarterback can put it in a tight window. He's very impressive. Good job defensively right there, stopping on 1st down. Well, play action, good job. We got to make the tackle back there. We got one guy getting pressure, but we got to get a couple more. Bring a blitz. They move early. Come back, get a tip pass right there. Good job by Darius Young again. You called his name a few times already. Screen pass. Really good getting to the football. David Rutledge, O.J. Davis. Bringing up a 3rd and long. Michael Evans putting some pressure on them. And good job of Sente Muse across the middle with a big hit. And here it is again, 4th down. This is the 3rd time we've had 4th down in the first half. And they elect to go for it, and too much time to throw. And once again, you can see we've got 4 blue jerseys in round 1. The quarterback does a good job putting it in there. Good job by Zach Burns, number 76, getting to play for a loss. Another little quick screen. Read it, cut back, and just, you know. And they score. So, like I said, huge play by those guys. And then here they come back and go for 2. And once again, just way too easy. And our philosophy, my philosophy always on the defensive back around the goal line, they're going to have to be more physical than us. And I just didn't feel like we was very physical. Come back with a little quick screen on 1st down, and we double clutch out there for some reason. And come back on 2nd down. Not a lot of running room there, and brings up 3rd and long. Right there, we got to either throw it away quick, or we got to throw it quick, or we got to take off running. We got to give him more time to throw. We've got a good quarterback back there as well. We just got to find time to make him. Yeah, it's one of those things right here. drop the ball. Noah Mason does a good job about not panicking and gets it and he kicks it, but then you can see it's about a 15 or 12 yard punt and already down 22 to 8. Just can't kill yourself and give them good field position like this when you're already behind. Good job by Cody Martin right there making a play. And it's way too much time to throw. We probably got away with a little bit of contact. But here we go, 4th down again. And a common theme, 4th down. They were 4 for 4.
That hurts.
Definitely. And then there's another jumping off sides penalty. It's just, frustrating as a coach when you sit there and watch your defensive line coach and defensive coordinator talk all week about not jumping off sides when they do the little shift, and we end up doing it 6 times. Going to the great wide receiver they have out there. Once again, there we go. We've got a defensive end unblocked. He's got to make a play. A little roll. Just some miscommunication right there by our cornerback and outside linebacker. I think they had a penalty and backed him up 5 yards. Independence had a very good kicker. Once again, you can kind of see how the wind's blowing, and strong leg kicker. They make a start to 20. 1st down play and just not a very good pass. 2nd down play, we've had something right here. We just don't hold our blocks. Come back with 3rd down, and good completion. Just don't get enough. Having to punt it. We shift into a formation, get a good punt here actually, and you can see right here we've got 7 men on the line of scrimmage. Great kick by Noah Mason. They're going to have to start at their 45, but they say we're illegal. We have to back it up 5 yards, and now we lose 10 yards on that punt because of it. And that's another great throw, and said he caught it. So they're taking shots. Got a lot of time right here before the half, and they come back with the back out of the backfield again. Just trying to make a play, and we get a penalty right there. So we hit him early, probably did, which is not a huge penalty. Another. Here's another play where a few seconds left to go right here, and we do a good job holding him short, and of course they get a penalty, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. Kicks it through, so the last 5 minutes really hurt. Probably the last 6 minutes, you're sitting there, the possibility, like I said, we may be up 15-14. We don't score. Next thing you know, we drive 80 yards. We get it back, and we have a bad punt. Then have a couple penalties, and just kind of snowballs. So take yourself out of the game by bad plays, and they made us pay for it. It's what good teams do. And instead of going in at halftime, even if it's 22-8, and feeling good about ourselves, we give up too many scores, and 32-8, even though it's not insurmountable. I could tell at halftime our kids were a little down. We need to come out and do something big in the second half. And against teams that are ranked number one like they are, they're not usually going to give up a bunch of points in the second half. But, I think our kids did come out and we fight hard in the second half, as you'll see here in a minute. But just got ourselves in a hole right there in those last 5-6 minutes in the second quarter.
Kind of a shame because it's not like, as you watch the film, at least to me, it didn't appear that the Golden Eagles were actually just dominated, but they hurt themselves more than anything else.
Yeah, and that's what's frustrating as a coach is you're just seeing that like I said, we play good enough. Defensively, we don't do a lot of great things, but we do a good enough job to hold them to 4 fourth downs, and they convert all 4 fourth downs, which led to 28 of their points. And, that's tough to deal with. Offensively, we've shown the capabilities of, we have an 80-yard drive that was smooth, and then all of our other drives, it wasn't the fact that they stopped us as much as it was we had a penalty or a negative play, or we missed the read or whatever it was. And then on the punt, like I said, had a penalty on a good punt and ended up losing 10, 15 yards. We also drop a punt and end up making about a 12-yard punt. So things like that, you can't win ball games, especially on nights when you got tough competition. You're right. I didn't feel like that they were physically dominating us at any means, but I felt like that, with that many mistakes, that it's hard to win a competitive game.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a moment with second half action.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered,
I like the service here, and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
31W Insulation offers custom look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
And you're going to get the ball to start the second half, I believe.
Yeah, I'm starting on our 20 again. Kicker does a good job, and like I said, the wind aided it. But first down play and just a terrible throw right there, and that's a staple play for us, and we lose 9 yards on a negative play and can't start. That's the first two plays. The first play in the first quarter and the first play in the third quarter are negative plays, and it's not very good. Good job right there on second down and getting some yards back and making a third manageable. Probably holding on to the ball just a little bit too long right there and allows the linebacker to come and get it. And so not a great start going 3 and out. A good punt by Noah Mason. When it's into the wind, 30 yards on the end of the wind's not bad, no return. Come out here and more of the same. Once again, our defensive line just coming upfield and they're running under us. And there's that running back out of the backfield again. Which, I know it's frustrating for us and frustrating for our defensive coaches to sit there and as a coach, when you're telling kids what to expect and they're doing it still, it's really frustrating. But can't get your head down, even though probably that drive right there probably sealed the fate of the game. And our kids probably knew it, and most people knew it once that happened. I thought our kids responded well, and we had a lot of kids play hard the rest of this game. Once again, another little option plays. We got to get better. It's things we're good at. Come back here and we said we just need to get the ball to O.J. Davis a little bit and quick screen to him. He gets about 3 or 4 yards. Come right back, throw a little slant to O.J. and he's playing hard and trying to get us going. Take a shot. And once again, there's three plays in a row, and I felt like we need to get him involved. He's showing great leadership. Another not a great decision right there by Cunningham. Not sure why he threw that ball there, but makes it tough. Come back. Here's what you love about Mason.
Absolutely, yeah.
He can come back and have one play, and the next play comes back and does a great job running the ball. And he's such a competitor. It's a big game for him, and I know that he wanted to have a great game, and I thought he played solid, and as he always does. Just not very in sync right now. This is a fantastic run, run by Mason Cunningham, and you can just tell how much he wants to win. And it's great to have leaders, and 2 and 7 right here on this drive, really. Take a shot again to O.J., and he's open there, probably hold on to it just a little bit too much. Good spin move by Michael and getting some positive yards. He's up 3rd and medium. Good scramble. Unfortunately, Mason slips. Come back on 4th down. Great throw and catch, and they call us an illegal formation somehow, some way, but come back next, come back short. So a huge call right there on the 4th down that we convert and don't execute it. Independence doing what they do, get a little pressure on them, and makes a good throw on the run. Another quick strike out there to their own sideline to the running back. They have a handoff miscue, and we come up with the ball right there. So good job playing hard. Nice little we'll throw right there. And there's Luke Davison, who's a sophomore, who played a bunch of snaps at wide receiver for us, and I really thought he got some good experience. And, you know, gotta give us a little time. We go play action. You know, another negative play. Comes back with a screen, good cut by Jamal, another good cut by Jamal, and got people downfield blocking, and that's a really good play right there by Jamal Harden. A little scramble right here, and a good run by Mason. Good throw, good catch. You know, once again, like I said, you can tell the kids are playing hard, even though 39-8 you're down, and the kids they're not giving up. Good protection right here, and here we got to make more with a solid decision right there. Very reminiscent of the interception he threw last week. But when you're down 39-8, you're a senior quarterback, you just want to make a play, and you know, I can't fault him for trying to make plays. Got to get off the block there. May have been held a little bit, but still got to be physical and get off the blocks. Nice play right there on the back end. I think it was Zach Burns again. Nice hit by our safety right there, Corbin Giles, on 4th down. Finally get off the field on 4th down, so it's good. Good scramble by Mason. The more he can use his legs, the better. I mean, he's a weapon on the ground. Little trap play, and Jamal Harden it's Michael still picked up a 1st down.
Michael got nicked up a couple of times last night.
Yeah, he had to come out a few times. He did finish the night, and he's okay, but you know. Great sliding catch right there by number 18. That's Luke Davison, the sophomore I was talking about earlier, and you know, that's a huge play. And another good catch by Luke Davison.
You got to see some great potential there in the future.
Yeah, I was very happy with him. It was Mason pulling it down and scrambling for a few. Good run here by Jamal, just to get us a couple positive yards and keep the drive going. Great job, and Jamal does a good job stretching the ball out in the end zone and getting a touchdown. Like I said, I thought we played hard, even though wasn't really any doubt in the outcome of the game. We played hard, and here we kick it to the wrong spot, and this young man here is going to Purdue, and we talked all week not to get him the ball and kick it right to him. So that's what happens. Independence got some young guys in. They're playing hard. We got some young guys in, and mixture of some young and old. Just got to get this fixed here. Where we're running too much upfield on the defensive line, and our linebackers it's hard to make a play when you're getting hit every second. Once again, just said, coming upfield, as a defensive lineman, you come upfield, most teams will just run right underneath you. And, there it is again, you can see, and not a very good tackle there by our safety and our cornerback. And one of those touchdowns that you hate to see. For you, it's good to see if you're on the winning edge of it.
It makes a score 46-15, which will ultimately be the final score, I believe.
Sente Muse gets returned out to about 25. Come back, and we've got it's Jay Blackburn here. And gets about 3 yards right there. Jump off sides there by a young offensive lineman. Second down, Cody Martin runs it for a few. We got third down here, and a little rollout, and we'll let the young guys throw it. Should just hit the guy in the flat, and waits a little late. So something that we can get on film and work with our backup quarterback and receivers, and at least they'll have something they can go by. Get a good bounce on the punt. Christian Morales hustling down to get it. Good job. I mean, the defense still going hard right there and not letting up. At this point in time, it's just trying to get some people playing time and move on without any injuries. Great job right there by Cody Martin, number 24, who's a sophomore as well. You know, he shows signs of playing really well, and at times we've got to hope he keeps on getting better. Good keeper right there by Jay Blackburn, good fake by Cody Martin, and a good hold right there. Bad snap, next play after that. Little toss sweep out there to Cody Martin, and he runs hard and gets positive yards. And got a couple freshmen out there, C.J. Blinn out there playing some tackle. And, you know, if nothing else, look at some positives there. We get a couple freshmen on the field. Even if it's a loss, it's still good for those young men.
I would imagine, yeah, that's valuable time for them to be out there and getting some game experience for later on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to take it for what it is. We've been on both sides of it. We've won big and we've lost big, and you know, no matter what the situation is, you got to you're going to keep on coaching, and we're keep on coaching those young guys right there. And just might not mean much to people that's in the crowd, but now we've got some film that we can come in there on Monday and we can show these young guys, hey, this is how you got to do it to get better. And you know, we're continually, as far as me, I've been here long enough now that I know those guys are our future. So regardless of the outcome of this year, you know, we're 5-2 and we're in a great shape to come here and get back on the right track. But we've got these young guys here that we're still coaching even in games that are already decided.
Hey, you know, it seems like that those young guys you speak of, they're getting some time to play in most every game you played this year.
Yeah, they have. We've got a lot of valuable experience, and you know, it's the better experience is when we're actually winning big. Yeah. But I like those better. But either way, you know, when they get in there, you can do JV games and you can do practice all you want. But you know, it's nice to be out there on Friday nights. Is it because of the speed of the game versus practice? Definitely, and there, you can't match it, and you can't match the nerves. You can't match the anticipation, the anxiety. There's a lot of things. It's just different when you got a crowd there, you got a band there, and you got people that all eyes on you. So it's valuable playing time, even if it's 5 or 6 plays at the end of a game. Looks like it might be a little bit of a confidence builder as well when you're out there playing against the number 1 team in the state in your division, and definitely, and you're getting to play as a sophomore. That's right. So that's you know, try to look at the positives of everything, and you know, that was one of I thought our young kids come in there at the end and did well and felt good about that. You talked about this maybe off camera, but I know you mentioned you're 5-2 on the year so far. 3 games left to play. 5-2 is a pretty doggone good record. It's probably been a long 2 weeks for you guys, but there's still a lot of football to be played and some opportunities for this to be a great year for the Golden Eagles. Definitely, and you know, I think that's one of the things that we as a coaching staff and hopefully, you know, parents at home and the community, we live in a world that everything's about now. And I know when we told the kids, we had a coach last night and mentioned to the kids, you're going to hear in the community, oh, you've lost 2 straight. You're going to hear these negatives. But the reality is there's a lot of teams that like to be 5-2. And we're sitting in a great spot if we come back and play well. That we could come back and be 6-2, 7-2, and 8-2. And you finish the season 8-2 and have a playoff spot. You're looking at a very successful regular season. Now we've got a lot of work to do to get to going into next week to make that happen. But there shouldn't be any panic from our kids. It should be just let's get back on track and do the things that we're capable of doing. I know the coaching staff's on board. I know the players will be on board. I hope we can have a great week of practice. But the reality is we've lost 2 in a row, but 5-2 is still a pretty good spot to be in right now.
Yeah, and your opponent this week?
Stewart's Creek.
Stewart's Creek. And what do you know about Stewart's Creek?
Well, we saw them on film against Laverne when we were playing Laverne, and they're a very well coached team. They're running wing tee, very run oriented, got a really good fullback. Feel like they're probably going to have to just do a better job up front with the defensive line, protecting our linebackers and not just running upfield. And they're a young program, 3 years in Rutherford County Division. They took some lumps the last few years, but they got a lot of athletes, and they're kind of in that exciting phase where it's year 3 for them. They're in a lower division. They've had success this year, probably won more games than they ever have, and looking for their first ever playoff spot. So we know we're going to get their best, and it should be an exciting game to watch.
Home game for you guys, I think.
It is. It's our last home game. It'll be senior night, and we got a lot of young men that will be honored that night, who are well deserving, and their families. So. It's emotional night and senior night, even though it's usually week 9 or 10, but this year's week 8. But our kids will be emotional, and you've seen 2 seniors there really took charge. I thought in the last half of the game, when the game was in doubt, when Mason Cunningham and O.J. Davis showed why they're two great young men, that they had no quitting on there in that last quarter. So it'll be an emotional night on senior night, and hopefully have a big crowd. Hopefully the weather will be nice. It'd be nice to come up there and play on a dry night.
Yeah, exactly. But 3 games left. Stewart's Creek this week. I believe it's Columbia the next week, and you end the season with regular season with Franklin County.
Yeah, so three region games, 3 quality opponents. 3 games that we've got to get back on track to doing what we've been coached to do all year long, and we get some things fixed and eliminate negative plays, eliminate mental mistakes, we can get right back on the track and finish the year off on a positive note.
You also hit on this just a moment ago, but senior night next week, and you've got some seniors that I would imagine are being looked at by some college coaches, and probably are going to play at the next level. Of course, your quarterback and your running back and O.J. Davis, as we mentioned ago.
Yeah, we've talked about those 3 with Mason. He'll definitely play, and Michael Eddings and O.J. Davis. We have other seniors that's going to have the opportunity. Last night was you had the number 1 team in the state in there. We had coaches there watching the games last night. There's coaches calling every week and asking about players. So there's going to be some opportunities there. Of course, people in general don't understand how hard it is to get a scholarship or be available to play at the next level. There's a lot of factors going in, and it's not always just football related. It's academics. It's just the timing, and it's very tough. And I hope that we have several, and we're always looking for opportunities to get them to the next level, because a free education is what it's about. Not necessarily going on to play the football part of it, but using football as an avenue to get your college paid for and hopefully better your life. And out of these seniors, we're going to have some that'll have some opportunities, and if there's anything that hopefully we can do in these next few weeks that adds on to those opportunities, I definitely hope it happens for all of them.
And you were right. It takes a lot, I'm sure, of different characteristics to be able to play at the next level and to be successful in life. But I have to think a young man who can get that education and has this background in football and learning the discipline that you have to be successful at this is going to help you a lot in other aspects of life, not just football. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. And that's, our coaches do a good job. We talk to our kids every day at the end of practice of life lessons. That's what it's about. And anybody that knows my history, that since I've been a head coach, I didn't come here to look for 1 or 2 years. I truly try to make it program and about more than just football. And we had some incidents last night where some older kids where they had to kind of sit back and learn a valuable lesson that it can't just be sometimes you're playing hard. It's got to be all the time. And hopefully they learn that in life, that they can't go out there in life and go to work and do their job right half the time, because that doesn't cut it in the real world. And those are tough lessons, but they need to be learned on the football field. Failing on the football field is not great, but it's a lot better than failing in life. And hopefully our kids are getting those life lessons. I feel like our coaches do a great job, and that's kind of what our school and our Golden Eagle program's about. And anytime we can win games is great, but overall we're here to build character and get better young men ready for the real world.
Okay, all right. Great concept, and coming up this week, Stewart's Creek at home in Shelbyville. Hope you're out there. If not, join us on Saturday morning for Shelbyville Golden Eagle football. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.